we've come to the end of the third week in the course Introduction to Project Management. Before moving on to the next week, let's recap the key areas that we touched on this past week. We have explored in detail the second phase of the project lifecycle, which we refer to as planning. We emphasized the importance of the planning phase of the lifecycle, as it is the most important phase, since failing to plan usually means planning to fail. Planning properly and in sufficient detail is essential to project success. We highlighted that the three key areas that need to be planned in detail are the scope, scheduling and costing of the project. It is encouraged that action planning is used to help you determine the activities that need to be completed, by whom and by when, so that the main objectives of the projects are met. Through the review of a couple of scenarios, we also observed how different project managers approached the planning phase of their projects. The use of project plans was highlighted in all areas related to the project. It is now time to turn our attention to the frequently asked questions for this week. The first question is, what are subsidiary management plans? Project management plans often include support documents called subsidiary management plans, which include a communications management plan, procurement plan, and quality management plan. The next question is linked to how you might manage people and events during this phase. The question is, what is a milestone log? A milestone log is a document containing a set of milestones that are included in your project. A milestone is a scheduled event signifying the completion of a major deliverable or a set of related deliverables in the project lifecycle. Typically, the project will be divided into 5 to 10 major milestones. Each milestone has a deliverable and a completion date associated with it. The final question for this week is, are the quality processes and do I need to apply them? These processes identified the quality standards and requirements applicable to the project and how you might to go about achieving them. In other words, it identifies techniques and quality assurance that will be used to check that each deliverable has met the required quality expectations. You will need to apply quality processes for your project, especially where the projects are large and complex and external stakeholders are involved. To end off, let's take a minute to prepare you for next week's lessons. Week 4 will be on risk and risk management. Identifying risk and putting plans in place will help reduce and even mitigate them. The key questions we will be answering next week are: what is a risk? How do I identify risk? What do I do once I have identified the risks in my project? And who is included in the risk management process? We will talk all about that next week. Remember to use the forum to full advantage by involving yourself in the discussion. See you next week.